right, folks, it's Tuesday. A very important program today for those that are truly a part of a remnant of an army that want to save America. I would ask anybody that's just listening for entertainment, leave now. Leave now. And I want to clarify, there are people out there that cannot as yet afford the video. I understand that. You're welcome here. You are welcome here. Now, Chad, if you will, Alden, if you will, bring up Dan and Lori. Folks, yesterday, I got a call from Dan Brown. Dan is in North Carolina. And he did what all of us should be doing. He's paying attention. He got the video, he watched it, and he applied it. Dan, are you there?
I'm here, Larry.
All right, my friend, if you will, as quickly as you can, tell us the situation in North Carolina.
In North Carolina, we passed a law saying that you have to have a voter ID to register, to go vote. The federal government has stepped in, and they're taking the law away. They got 3 Democratic judges. And Larry, would it help if my wife read that article real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Put everybody
that would
on
work.
the same page.
Yes.
She's on the phone with me. She can probably read it in just about 4 minutes, and that'll put everybody right where we're supposed to be.
Very good. All right, honey, would you read it, please?
Thank you. A federal appeals court ruled North Carolina law illegally targeted minorities with tougher ballot access rules, such as requiring photo identification to vote. The ruling Friday by the 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals declared the 2013 law violated the Constitution and the Federal Voting Rights Act by targeting black voters with almost surgical precision. It marks the 3rd ruling in less than 2 weeks against voter ID laws after court decisions regarding Texas and Wisconsin. State elections officials have said they will not require IDs at the polls in November per the injunction, pending new developments. The law passed 2 years after Republicans took control of the state legislature for the first time in a century, sought to entrench GOP politicians in power, the opinion by a 3-judge panel of the court stated. It did so by targeting voters who, based on race, were unlikely to vote for the majority party. Even if done for partisan ends, that constituted racial discrimination, the judges said. The decision overturned a federal district judge's April ruling that didn't find proof that the law made it harder for minority voters to cast ballots. In reversing earlier election law changes by Democrats to make voting easier, the GOP-led legislature crossed a constitutional line by restricting minority voting, the court said. That's it.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Steph. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Now, folks, you hear what's going on? State of North Carolina passed, rightfully, their right, a law. Now, let me give y'all one little bit of insight into law that you may not know. Well, she just read you, and by the way, Dan, what's your wife's name? I'm sorry.
Brown.
Huh?
What's that?
What's your wife's first name?
Steffi.
Kathy. Okay, thank you for reading that, Kathy. What Kathy said in the article that it was when it went to the 4th District Appellate Court, they used a 3-judge panel. Now, the 3 judges were primarily democratically appointed. They were Democrats. What the governor should have insisted, and is his right, he should have insisted for an en banc, ENBANC ruling, which means, you see, in that court, there are probably somewhere between 8 to 11 judges that make up that court. En banc means you ask all judges to give an opinion on the law. Obviously, the Democrats felt like in the other judges there might be some distinction, and so therefore they didn't want them to vote. So they threw it into a 3-judge panel. Now, guys, the governor has called for a meeting tomorrow of his advisors to list the options available to him. And then I would think, if I understand correctly, Dan, he will have to make a decision by Friday. Now, Dan called the governor's office. And what was good, I believe, now Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, you saw the video, correct? You have and have seen the video.
I sent the link. I spoke with his, what the hell do they call them, interns? And
or staffer,
his name was Will.
Governor Staffer.
Government staff. His name was Will, and Will fully understood what I was trying to do. And I told him there's a video, he needs to see it personally, and he needs to get it passed on to the governor. He said to send him an email, topic states' rights, and that would push it past all the daily junk mail, and he would get it to the governor. I don't know if that happened or not, Larry.
I understand. Now, Dan, I'm going to ask you, watching that video, did it help you?
The video is everything, Larry. When you start saying states' rights to these people, they stop and they listen because so few people understand states' rights. And they know that this battle is coming down to this.
Did the states' rights video, though, help you? Did you learn anything from it? I'm hearing some kind of weird noise. Is somebody washing dishes or something?
No, I'm not in an office.
Oh, okay. Did the video help you?
The video helped. The video was everything. Without the video, I would not have moved forward.
All right, very good. Now, folks, did y'all hear what Kathy read? You know, we as a part of this plan, the whole design was to find one person in one place with one issue, with one legislature, one governor over states' rights. And Dan called me yesterday and he said, I may have found the issue. And I believe he has for a couple of reasons. Number one, it is legally absolutely sound. Number two, timing is everything. This one is going down now. So here's what I propose, Dan, and you hang with me on this. And if you think it's wrong, you tell me.
Hey, Larry, before you do, I have one other piece of information I picked up today.
Yes, sir.
Our Attorney General, I know how much you like these guys. His name is Roy Cooper. He is a Democrat, and he is running against Pat McCrory, our governor, in the election coming up. And he's using this issue to push him into the forefront. That and that gay rights thing in the bathrooms. Those are the two issues the Attorney General is using to pull ahead of Pat McCrory.
All right. I'm glad you said that, and that may work to our favor. Folks, most of the time, a governor, when it comes to legal matters, will defer to his Attorney General to get an legal opinion. The good news in this case, Dan, as you're telling, is that the governor realizes that AG He's not exactly going to act in his best interest. So that's going to help us tremendously. And you're right. I got low regard for attorney generals. I've got low regard for attorneys. You see, when it comes, Alden just asked people not to call in yet, except for one person, Chad. If you're out there, you can call in, please. But anyway, typically what happens when it comes to a federal lawsuit, the attorney generals in all of these states or the legal people around the governor, they got buddies that are in the law field practicing law, and they make millions and millions of dollars handling a case like this. So the governor's going to usually get trumped up advice. In this case, this is our issue. Now, there is nothing in the law passed by North Carolina, nothing that targets blacks. It is not specifically designed to target blacks any more than it is whites, any more than it is green, pink, yellow, blue, or chartreuse. Those judges made that up, kind of like our Supreme Court Justice John Roberts on the health care when he just invented his own law. They're not supposed to do that. So here's where we are, Dan. Everybody listening. I propose that we in this audience, those of you that have seen the video and therefore have the knowledge to do it, I want you to call the governor's office. Now, this is not going to be an adversarial call like we do with most congressmen and senators and, people that we're trying to whack. This is a very supportive call. And what will get this thing through is to understand, typically in a matter like this, Dan, somebody like me calling from Arkansas should have no standing legally, meaning I've got nothing in the game legally because I do not live in North Carolina. But in this case, me in Arkansas, those of you in Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, wherever, this case, if it is allowed to stand with these federal judges and they shut it down, it will become a precedent-setting case in any other state that dare to introduce voter ID laws. The minute it hits the court, federal court, of course, the judge is going to throw it out and say that that decision has already been dealt with and there is a case that has already been settled, so therefore you can't file. So I'm going to ask those of you that are listening, and are real and really want to save our country. In just a moment, Lori is going to read a script. Get a pen, get a piece of paper. It's very short, very short. But she's going to read to you a script. And I want everybody in this audience to call the phone numbers that she gives and offer our support to that governor. Dan, do you have a problem with us doing that?
Absolutely not, Larry. It's coming from out of state is a big deal. It's showing that it's national support.
Absolutely. So, now, folks, Alden just told me that he will be posting the script as well up on our YouTube site. Listen to me, all of you. There's 7,735 people listening to us today. 7,735 people. And just so that you know, 93 have gotten the video. That's it. 93. By Friday, we had better have 500 to 600 that have this video for us to be on schedule. to be able to achieve the number of people that mathematically we have to be able to accomplish our mission, which is save America. So any of you that are out there, get the video. Get the video. Or get away from this group. I don't want you here. As I told you all yesterday, somebody asked me, said, oh my God, what do we do if 3,000 pull off the program? I don't give a damn if 7,000 pull off the program. If you're not going to do the work that we set out and each one of us promised each other we would do to save this country, then 7,000 are not worth it. Not worth it at all. Chad saying, what number do I call in? Chad, you call in to 501-499-6022. 501-499-6022. All right, Miss Lori, are you there?
Yes.
First off, you have a commercial you'd like to do. Would you do that, please?
Yes.
Give my voice a rest.
I want to thank everyone for their donations to Larry over the past couple weeks. We were blessed to be able to match your donations, which has allowed Larry to continue his treatments, which has also allowed him to continue to be healthy enough to do his show each day. We need Larry as much as he needs us. However, the treatments are very costly, so we must continue the support, and we need you to continue your financial support, prayer support, and support to get Larry's message out through showing the Revolution 2.0 video to everyone you know. If you can't figure out how to order it, contact Chad, the film's producer, and he'll help you. His number is 626-255-3925. Lately, there have been many requests for copies of Larry's music CD. So our foundation has made a beautifully designed cover for Larry's CD, and we're offering it free to anyone who makes a donation of $25 or more. Send your tax-deductible donation via PayPal to donate.ckmd@gmail.com. Please be patient as it may take up to 2 weeks to receive the CD. Again, that's donate.ckmd@gmail.com. Thank you, everyone.
Now, Lori, say those letters once again, because a lot of people are like me. We're a little bit older, and it's hard to hear. Say it real slow.
Those letters stand for Can't Keep Me Down. CKMD.
All right. Thank you, Lori. Now, just so that everybody knows, we now have, instead of 7,735 people, we got 7,737. 93 people have bought the video. And we've got 7,737 people listening right now. When it's coming to the point, folks, it's about saving our country. Do you understand me, every one of you? You get your damn ear close to the radio or computer and you hear me. This is about saving our country. And this is a tool. This isn't money that goes to me. This is money that goes to buying and paying back the production of the video. And without this tool, Dan, would you have been able to hold your ground talking to the governor's staffer?
Nope. No, I would not. It's a script, Larry. You watch the film, you know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
They can't argue with it. There's no argument in it. It's states' rights. All you do is tell the federal government, no thank you.
All right. Now, Lori, I want you to take your time, and I want you to read the script that I want folks to write down. Write this down. Go ahead, Lori.
As a caller from, and state your state, so as a caller from, like, Arkansas, I support your stance on upholding states' rights on the voter ID issue. Please stay the course. Let me say that again. As a caller from state, I support your stance on upholding states' rights on the voter ID issue. Please stay the course. The governor's office main number, which is open from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, is 919-814-2000. That's 919-814-2000. The governor's name is Pat McCrory, M-C-C-O-R-Y. Is that right, Dan?
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then there's a 24-hour number you can call to leave a message, 24/7. 919-814-2050. That's 919-814-2050.
All right, now, Lori, once again, you're going to read that script, folks. When she says, I'm a caller from the state you're from. So, like, when I call, I would say, hello, I'm a caller from Arkansas. You would say, I'm a caller from Mississippi. You would say, I'm a caller from Texas, wherever you're from. Now, say it again, please, Lori.
Okay. As a caller from state, I support your stance on upholding states' rights on the voter ID issue. Please stay the course.
Damn. Isn't that tough?
I'm going to tell you what, I like it.
Yeah, isn't that a tough one, folks? Now, how many of you 7,737 people might actually make that phone call? How many of you? I'm hearing all kinds of talking. I don't know what that is. Folks, if you think I'm being hard on you, listen up. You ain't heard nothing yet. You have heard nothing yet. Every day with the 98 or 97 days we have left, I'm going to let you know what I think of you. I am. I got this text here, Larry. This is, and I'm not going to say his name. I bought Revolution 2.0 yesterday. Having one issue, I can access it from my laptop, but not from my smartphone. The phone just directs me to the option to buy it or watch the trailer. I tried calling Chad. The call goes straight to his mailbox, which is full. I have another question. Please call me back or confirm which number I should use to call during 3 p.m. broadcast I'm in Ohio. Now, that was from Clark. Laura, you got Chad's phone number, right?
Yes.
Please put it out. Yes, please. Now, folks, listen to me. Chad has a business, and he is busy. So if you can't get hold of him and his phone fills up, please keep trying. But you can text me or call me at 440-897-0611. Now, may I offer, and I have not asked Lori, nor have I asked Mary Ellen, but it might be, Lori, you or Mary Ellen might be willing to accept taking some phone calls and taking names and numbers so that we can get them to Chad instead of bothering him. Is there a number they could call you and have a better chance of getting you than any of the rest of us?
Yes.
Would you give it, please?
619-892-3704.
Again?
619-892-3704.
Push them through. I'm getting a caller that keeps calling. Let her rip. Hello, caller. Go ahead.
This is from Hawaii.
Hey, Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm hearing you guys loud and clear.
Aloha.
Aloha. This isn't Larry, is it?
Yes, sir, it is.
Oh, Larry, praise God, man.
How are you, buddy?
I love you. I love you, brother. I just got the video yesterday.
Then I love you back.
I was having a little bit of a hard time find how I could buy it, but I figured it out. It's state. It's what's that? What's it? State.
All right, it's www.statesrights.video. Now that's states with an S, rights with an S, .video.
Yeah, this is for all you folks that don't have it yet. Get the video. This is our country, man. You got to get it. This is serious stuff. And I'm not always a serious person, but I'm serious now because this crap's got to stop. We got rights. Listen to Larry. Larry's a leader. Larry's a leader. I'm getting ready to call that governor down. Is it North Carolina, Larry?
Yes, sir. You bet. North Carolina.
I got the script, I got the name, I got the numbers on that. I looked up all the contacts for Hawaii state government last night on Google. Are we on live?
Yes, sir. You can't cuss. We're on live.
You guys out there, go to Google and look up your governor's contact information and start talking. Take this video, Larry's video. Keep it on script. Keep it simple. We're going to win this country, make it great again like Trump says. We've got to make it great again. We love our country because God blessed us over 200 years ago, and we want to see the blessings come back. And if we don't work on this, God can't help us. We got to get rid of these. We got to get rid of these villains. Larry, thank you again, buddy. I don't want to take too much of your time.
Well, let me ask you two questions. Number one, did the video help you?
Video, it set me on fire, Larry. It set me on fire, man. I couldn't sleep until 3 o'clock last night.
All right, good. And then, is there anything you want to say to the 7,737 people, of which all but 100 of them have not got the video? Is there anything you want to say to them? Now, you can't cuss because we're live.
Yeah, but you guys take action because we love our grandkids. We love our kids. And that's what it's all about. It's about kids. It's not about us. It's about kids.
I agree.
It's about the next generation that's coming up. We're doing it for them. Our jewels. These are our jewels, our grandkids, our regular kids. Larry's a leader. Listen to this guy. He's got wisdom. He's got prudence. Listen to the man. He's sick. How can God's with this guy? How can this guy be sick and do this? Only by your prayers. You guys, please pray for Larry for healing and strength and peace in his heart, and that he can continue on with this leadership that he's got going on right now. We don't have any leaders. Larry's one of the only leaders right now. Listen to the guy. Thank you, Larry.
Yes.
I love you, man.
You too, my friend. Thank you.
I'm not only going to hit this state with the state government. I'm going to go to other states on Google. I'm going to send them all emails. Thanks, Larry.
Thank you, brother.
I'll check in. I'll check in again. My name's Richard.
All right, Richard, thank you so much. And you've got my phone number. My text number is my phone number, and I can take a call from Hawaii anytime,
Thanks for the
Richard.
hope, man. Thanks for
All
the
right,
hope.
buddy.
I'm going to keep it burning out here in the Pacific.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
God bless.
Thanks, Richard.
Bye.
All
Yeah.
right. Now, Dan,
Yes, sir.
I will. Dan, what do you think about Richard?
I think Richard's on fire, and that's what this other 7,700 people need to do.
Yes.
We're at a situation right now here in North Carolina. They wanted something to do. There's now something to do. We lose this in North Carolina. You know, that's not the only issue here that we're fighting for. It's that gay rights thing. That the lieutenant attorney general will not fight that, and he will not fight voter ID. He says he's not going to do it. He's not fighting for us. We're going to have to fight this battle. We got to get
That's
engaged.
right. That's right. You know, Dan, that attorney general, folks, is a queer-loving, worthless piece of you know what. That's what he
Larry,
is.
let me give you a piece of information real quick on that
Yes,
queer
sir.
law. That law started in Charlotte, North Carolina. That law was written by a Chad Severance Turner, who is a convicted, served time felon for assaulting a 15-year-old kid. That's who wrote that law. Then
My
the mayor
God.
of Charlotte pushed it, and Barack Obama jumped on it, and we've got that being shoved down our throats. I'll fight them.
Attaboy. All right, listen, y'all.
All right.
Richard, I want you to listen this out. Chad just sent me a text. Now, folks, Chad prefers, if you've got issues with getting the video, he asks that you text him at the number Lori's going to give you here in just a second. He asked you to text him, and then Richard, write down Chad's number because he's going to Hawaii tomorrow. And you need to meet Chad if you two guys can hook up. He's a great guy. All right, Lori, what is Chad's number?
Again, that's 626-255-3925.
Once again,
626-255-3925.
all right. And then we need two more numbers from you, Lori. We need your number where they can contact you. But before we get Lori's number, Mary Ellen just sent me a text and said you can call her and she would be glad to take your information. And her number is 240-499-6729. That is 240-499-6729. Now, Lori, what number can they call for you?
My number is 619-892-3704.
Now, Lori, give the numbers real quickly to the governor's office once again, please.
Okay, the main governor office number is open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, is 919-814-2000. That's 919-814-2000. And the 24-hour message number is 919-814-2050. One more time, 919-814-2050.
All right, guys, now listen. Get this script. If you didn't write it down, I'll ask Lori to give it one more time before the program's over, but you can go to Larry Nichols Live on YouTube, and Alden will have it up there. Now, just got this from Greg. I'm not believing this, folks. Our audience has gone up to 7,741. 7,741. Now, Chad, if you're out there, will you please call? Come on and call in. You know, guys, my God, there's enough of you out there that we can get enough of these videos out. And there's enough of you that when you get the video, If you will do what you're supposed to do, watch it 3 times or more if you can. Absorb it. And then at least twice a month, show it to people. Get people to come over and show it to them. Can you not do that for your country? Can you not spend $20? And I know some of you out there, I know, dear God, I know. You're out there saying, well, Larry, this is a gimmick and you're getting rich. Well, let me tell you, any of you that are thinking that you're lying son of a bitches, excuse my French, but you are. Number one, this money goes to Chad, not to me. And for those of you that think Chad is making too much money, I didn't see a whole bunch of people lined up over a year ago being willing to spend several thousands of his dollars to make a video that he had no clue whether it would even work, because at the time I was telling him about it, it sounded like the weirdest thing under the sun. Now, I got this from a listener. Larry called 3 state congressmen office in D.C. and had a short script to read to them on importance of states' rights and how to get the video. We'll continue this week. Would advise all to do the same, Jerry. The only thing I would say, Jerry, please, and I'm proud you did it. I am very proud you did it, but get out of Washington. Leave them alone. Call your state legislators. This is a state issue. Washington does not have a vote. They don't have a vote. Then I got this. All right. Then I got this from a listener, and then I'll take a call. Larry, when do you want us to call? Let her repeat the script one more time. She will. And folks, you're going to start calling when this program's over, and you're going to call today, and you're going to call in the morning and all day tomorrow. Caller, are you there? All right, he's merging in. Caller, are you there? Hello, caller.
Now, learning.
Yes. Good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is OJ.
OJ, how are you?
I'm blessed, buddy. I'm blessed.
Thank good. Yes, ma'am.
I'm just now learning about your program, and this is the first time I've ever called in here. Tell me how I get the video.
Yes, ma'am, OJ. You go on the internet up in that top box. Do not go like to Google or any of that stuff. Just go up to that top long bar. Now, folks, I'm so computer illiterate. If I'm saying this wrong, OJ, just please forgive me. In that top box, I want you to type www.state with an S, so it states right with an S, so it states rights.video. You got it?
Got it.
States rights.video. When you get there, now, Lori, Dan, can one of y'all tell what happens when you get there? Something about you have to sign up for Vimeo or something. Anyway, can either of you tell her?
You have to sign up for Vimeo. It's free. And then you just have to pay $19.99 with your credit card. And then you have the right to download the video so you can view it.
Okay.
They'll give you instructions. Yeah, they'll give you instructions on what to do.
Is there a way I can get a DVD of it?
Well, Chad is working on that, and he's going to come on and explain that in just a few minutes.
We're working on that. Please, if you can, OJ, get it downloaded immediately so you can start watching it. And then Chad is working on a way to get DVDs. But by the time we get DVDs made up, by the time we get them shipped to like Chad, from Chad to whoever's going to send them, then from there to get them sent to you, it's an awful lot of time, and we are burning light. We're burning daylight. Right. We don't have much time. So if you can, please, OJ, go there, get that video. And thank you, by the way, for tuning into this program. And I'm sorry You've tuned in at a time when I am awfully, awfully frustrated and disappointed in the people that have been listening for months and months and months.
Well, I heard you the other day talk about Gideon. So you don't need a big army. Because God didn't need a big army.
You know, maybe we are doing right now what Gideon did. Maybe this is our chance to purge.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it is.
Well, if God can do it with, I think he had 30 men?
300.
300? Okay. Well, God only needs one man as far as that goes.
That's right.
With God,
That's right.
You've got the Creator.
Right.
So
Let me ask you something, OJ. Is the God that helped Gideon dead, or is he still here?
Oh, he's alive in every believer.
Amen.
And you can't kill God, because if you kill God, everything would cease to exist. So he cannot die.
That's right. Well, OJ, I'm just so thankful that you're here. Please spread the word, please. And thank you for being a doer, not just a listener.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
All right,
Larry.
OJ. Thank you, honey.
Bye. Bye.
All right, now, folks, if you want to text me a message, my text number is my phone number, 440-897-0611. That is 440-897-0611. Once again, when do I want you to get the script and start calling? When the program's over. You're going to call today, you're going to call in the morning, and we'll talk about it when we have the program tomorrow. And remember, guys, when you call the governor's office, and if you get a real person, please be respectful. Please. All right, Chad said he's at an airport, so therefore it's going to be tough maybe for him to call in. I'm sorry. I got this from a listener. I'm not a marketing expert. I would wonder if there was a very inexpensive bumper sticker or some gadget to give people that they can put on a vehicle or some way to advertise. I support Larry Nichols in believing in states' rights. Ask me how. That's from Stan, Florida. Stan, that's a good idea. You know what I don't like about the idea, Stan? When you say, I'm a supporter of Larry Nichols. Folks, this ain't about Larry Nichols. I wish you would say, Stan, I support the 10th Amendment and states' rights. It's our country, and we want it back. Now, somebody out there might be able or willing to get bumper stickers made for us. If you are, just let us know. Please let us know. And then Stan sent me things saying, talking about people that buy the video. And then that's all I got. So I don't know what he was going to say. I got this from Chad. Great idea. He said he's making them. Chad said he would get on the bumper sticker thing, Stan, and he would do it. Please, y'all, please. This battle is for all of us. Don't sit there and just wait on Larry Nichols to do everything. Each one of you have a stake in this game. And the purpose of getting you know, Chad was talking to me about the possibility. Somebody had said, what about putting it up on YouTube free? I said, no. Nobody is going to get it, because if they get it on YouTube free, yeah, a lot of people are going to watch it and a lot of people are not going to do a thing. I want you to get a tool. I want you to have skin in the game trying to save this nation. Either do it or get out. Dear God, this is not a joke. This is not a game. This is not entertainment. This is war. War. And And in war, you got one or the other outcome, victory or defeat. And I'm sick of lily-livered cowards. I'm sick of people that are too busy doing this, that, or the other, too busy watching soap operas, too busy watching reality TV, too busy thinking about bubble gum, but they will not do something to fight for this nation. Yeah, let's take the call.
Larry?
Yes.
Hey, dear, this is Sanford.
Hello, Sanford.
I've been a supporter of yours from the beginning, hon, and God bless you. I wanted to let you know, and all your viewers know, that they need to get the video. I've got the video. I've watched it more than 3 times. And I also have I paused your program for a few minutes ago, and I called in to the governor's office in North Carolina, spoke to a very nice young lady, and just I read the script and just let her, and I told her that, it's so important for the whole country that this is going to be so important for the whole country, and to please pass it on to the governor. And she was very sweet and said she would do that. And I just wanted to report in, sir.
Sanford, thank you. So first off, I'm glad that you called in, because I thought Sanford was a guy when you've sent me text before. So please,
everybody does.
Please forgive me. All this gender stuff's got me confused now. I can't tell anyway.
Yeah,
thank you,
that's
dear.
All right, no big deal.
Sanford, well, I want you to say, and all of you say to Dan, thank you.
Oh,
Dan Brown.
Thank you so much. Yeah, really. It's so important, and he jumped on it and then relayed it to our network, and we're jumping on it. It's going to work, Larry. It's going to work. Don't worry about those that just can't give us the time of day. God's not working with them. Then we don't need them. I know you need more people, but it'll come. It'll come. I have great faith.
Well, you're not going to believe this, Sanford, Dan, Lori, but we went from 7,735 to 7,737 to 7,741. Now we're at 7,743. That's just bizarre. And by the way, towards helping. Sanford? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yes.
What state is Sanford with?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm calling from Florida, Central Florida.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And just so that everybody knows, we have received $2 from Grant.
Larry, let me hang up so I can get on PayPal and let somebody else talk. But God bless you, and everybody get the video.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, sir. All right, I'm going to keep listening to the show.
Great. Lori, I want to thank you for what you've done for me, number one, with the foundation, trying to help. And then I want to thank you for all you've done. You and Mary Ellen, thank you for all y'all have tried to do to help this nation.
It's a privilege, Larry.
And I know Lori, Mary Ellen, they've been attacked by the person that wants to destroy me. Well, guys, let me tell all of you.
She's attacking me right now as we speak, Larry.
Well, let me just tell you all, if you want to destroy me, come on and do it. Do it. Just do it. Get pleasure in it. Because you know what now, folks? It ain't me no more. This video is about you. This video is states' rights. Don't go picking on me because of this video. You need to get on John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin. They put it in there. When you're talking to people about the video, when you're showing it and people go this, that, or the other, you tell them, do you think those men put that 10th Amendment in our Constitution for no reason? It's really there. It really is. And they put it there for one reason, for the day that they knew would come, which was when we would have a tyrannical government trying to steal this nation from us. And they gave us the tool to get rid of it. And we need to get rid of it now. Dan, what do you got to say, buddy?
I'm all in, Larry. I just hope these 7,700 people pick that telephone up and call it twice. Call and talk to one person, and then call back and leave a message. Pound them with it. This thing, he's going to make a decision or make an announcement midweek. This is Tuesday. That's tomorrow, maybe Thursday. These phone calls may prolong it, but we need enough people to call and let him know he's being supported. And I got a question for you real quick, too. How will we go about knowing the results of what we're doing?
Dan, you're going to be the answer to that. You being on the ground there in North Carolina, you're going to know fairly well by what the governor announces whether or not we had some impact. I do not necessarily believe that he will just 100% commit to states' rights, but you're our link to communication. Whatever he's going to do, most probably Friday, the media is going to release it, and then you can tell us. Now, the other way you're going to know is I will know and I will find out. What I don't know, I'll find out. When I find it out, I will tell you. I will.
Got it.
But Dan,
understood.
I mean this, buddy. I was so discouraged yesterday when you called. It was like a gift from God.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, when I text Lori to tell her about you, I said he gave us a great gift.
Yes.
And that's what I believe this is, Dan. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Larry, all I did was walk out and get the newspaper and read it on the way up the driveway, and that was front page news on Sunday morning.
Well, actually, what you did, Dan, what you did is you looked, you saw an opportunity, and you acted on it. Right. That, my friend, is amazing. Plus, you're absolute proof, Dan. You are proof, at least for me, maybe not for anybody else, but you were confirmation to me that the plan worked, that the video worked. Because I'm worried about it. I was worried about it. I was afraid that maybe it was wrong, but you proved it's not wrong. It's right. Lori, you got
Larry,
anything? I'm sorry, go ahead, man.
That video that just knocked me off my feet is when you stop the video and you roll the Quran, what's written in the Quran.
I know. That was great.
My mouth dropped open. I looked at it and I said, the religion of peace. Got it.
Well, you owe that trick to Chad. Chad asked me, and I said, well, do whatever you want to do. Chad did that, and I think it was a brilliant move. I truly do.
Heard about the Quran, heard about it, and guess what? That's the first time I've seen it in writing. Looking me in the face, what these people want to do to us.
Absolutely. I got this from Greg at Leading Edge, and then we got to hurry. But anyway, it says, this will catch on like a match to gas. One more update in 4 minutes before the end of the show. The ghost story father, Mr. Khan, who has been bashing Mr. Trump, is a Muslim, member of the Muslim Brotherhood. He's an operative, and he just pulled his website off the internet. I was just informed moments ago. Yeah, I imagine he did pull it off.
Wow. I think he's Muslim Brotherhood, Larry.
Yep, that's what Greg was saying. Now, Lori, what have you got to say here before we've got 4 minutes, hon?
Okay, I would just like to remind everyone again that if you'd like to make a tax-deductible donation to Larry through our foundation, you can go to our website, or you could just send a donation via PayPal to donate.ckmd@gmail.com. And also, go to the website. You can even go to the website on your phone, and you can hit play and listen to one of the songs, one of my favorite songs on Larry's CD. Again, that email again via PayPal is donate.ckmd, stands for Can't Keep Me Down, @gmail.com. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Dan.
You're welcome. And thank you, Larry, for being there, buddy. I'll talk to you tomorrow sometime.
Sounds great. Just got the number from Greg. We're at 7,744. I got this from a listener. Where is the text for calling the governor? The text will be on Larry Nichols Live on YouTube. Now, real fast, Lori, would you read the script one more time?
Okay. As a caller from state, I support your stance on upholding states' rights on the voter ID issue. Please stay the course.
There it is, folks. Please stay the course. Give the numbers right quick, just once each.
Governor's office, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, is 919-814-2000. The 24-hour message number is 919-814-2050.
Lori, thank you. And guys, please, Sanford just sent 10, so we've got $12 today. If you can, help. But it is still there for everybody. If you only have enough money for one $20 thing, I beg you, take that money, get the video. Don't send it to me. Get the video. Look, without this video, it don't much matter. My health is secondary to this video. This I've been planning for years, and we're there. But what I want to know, what I've got to know, is that there are 7,000 of you that are willing to fight. And for those of you that don't have the money, I understand. Believe me, I understand. What I'm going to try to do by next week, so that y'all know, if we can hit the 500 or 600 that we must have to be on schedule for the calculus to work, for other words, for us to have the people we need to be able to move this thing. What I'm going to try to do next week is find people that are willing, for those that can't buy it, find people that are willing to get one for themselves and maybe one or two for someone that can't. I just got the script. Thanks, Arthur. Arthur, thank you. Thank you so much. 45 seconds. Dan, Lori, Sanford, Richard. Oh, Lord, Richard, you were such a breath of fresh air. Aloha. Try to hook up if you can with Chad. Chad, you will enjoy meeting Richard. Richard, you'll enjoy meeting Chad. You know, the song I play at the end of each show that you can get on the, from Lori, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. There is a land somewhere over the rainbow. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all.
Way up high, there's a land that I've heard of, one in a lullaby.